Hello there internet dwellers, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be watching 4 horrors. 2 of these were submitted on my Discord, so I will call them out as we get onto them. This is what I usually do. I like to just find like different kinds of horrors, mainly analog horrors I guess, but I do accept all types of horrors, you know, it's nice to spice the channel up a little bit. I think we've got a very good collection of horrors here. I believe we know most of the content creators here actually. Firstly, I just want to say thank you so much for all the support as of lately guys. It is insane. I said in the past, like, you know, I say in most videos I'm on a journey to 100,000 subscribers, and I think it's good to have a goal to aim towards, but it kind of shocks you when you realize when you put so much like attention and focus on this one goal, how quickly it can actually come to you. Goal setting is super important, and I just want to say, like, if you're feeling stuck in life, baby steps. Have a future goal that you want to attain, but then baby goals towards it. I know this is a bit of a rant and a bit of a, I don't know, you're not asking for a speech and that, but I am super grateful. But if you're new to this channel, then consider subscribing because this is the majority of my content. I like to react to content. I'm not over the top, and I'm not kind of just sitting there eating crisps whilst watching. I'm kind of in between. I'm a very low energy kind of guy, but I've got my moments, I like to think. So yeah, I am on a journey to 100,000 subs by the end of the year. We're close to 98,000, so we're definitely going to hit it before the end of the year. And I don't know, it's crazy to me. I've done this in the past on a separate channel, on my old channel, but that didn't feel earned. It felt it's hard to explain. Like this one I built, it was originally just Twitch streams, and I know the majority of my content is watching other people's content, but I do like to boost these other creators, and I do like to, you know, spread the love in that way and show support as much as I can. Thank you guys for subscribing, all that good stuff. We're going to move on to the first video. The first video today is by a creator called Fornomaly, who is an amazing content creator, has some fantastic kind of ideas around analog horror. Not just analog horror, but just like these mockumentary kind of type horror, unfiction, I guess you could call it as well. But yeah, if you haven't heard of Fornomaly before, then I'm sure you're in for a surprise. So here we go. This is called Siberian Pool.
It happened during the spring of 1998 in Siberia.
Mm-hmm.
A group of scientists had been studying a strange pool in the middle of nowhere for a few months. There was no previous record of this structure. It was simply discovered a few years earlier during a government helicopter trip.
A government helicopter?
Enormous, and its color was quite peculiar. It couldn't be water. And the big question was,
Cthulhu.
How did it not evaporate? On-site analysis
Well, that means that it's not man-made if it's not evaporating, right?
of the liquid in this pool revealed a small amount of oil and other elements found only several miles deep.
Damn.
However, the overall composition had not been studied by science until that date.
What
The investigative team decided to make the first dive into the pool with divers. They soon realized the extreme depth of it. So, after
How
the
deep?
surprise, they decided to make a submarine trip. Initially with a manned capsule and later with a robot.
Oh dear God, we know how this goes.
Few meters, little could be discerned because the liquid was too thick and filled with
What is it?
like solidified material.
Gooey. What if it's blood? What if that's like a eldritch being's blood right there, and you're just having a little like a swim around in its blood?
Decided to send a robot along with the unmanned capsule, and the unthinkable happened.
Oh, is it a fetus? Is it like an eldritch being's womb?
Toward the apparent bottom of the pool, the machinery was swallowed by a long tube that extended for at least 2.5 miles.
Oh my God.
They were finally expelled into a vast underwater field.
Wow.
There, they found inexplicable submerged and stranded structures. Strange buildings, a possible cruise ship, and, most disturbing, apparently human bodies floating and tethered with thick chains, wearing old diving suits.
Wow, okay, well that would terrify the hell out of me. Like, we're in diving suits. It's time to go.
Strange organic bodies appeared to be torn apart on rocks.
That is disgusting. Oh, look at that. You know what it reminds me of? You know Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, where they have to rescue... Which is think how messed up the wizarding world is of Harry Potter. They took the friends of the competitors, chained them underwater, right? Surrounded by those mermaid evil demon creatures. What the fuck is wrong with this school? I love Harry Potter, okay? I don't care what you say. It's a great series, although the acting's a little bit weird, like... whatever. It's magical. I love it. This looks like that. Remember, we did a video. How big is that? Or is that just a... Oh.
Despite the surreal situation, they managed to
I forgot what I was saying.
robot in the capsule 2 days later with the
I notice I do that quite a lot in my videos, guys. I go to make a point, then I just shut up and I get distracted. I'm sorry, I don't mean to, okay? I'll try and be a little bit more focused on what I'm saying.
record intact inside. After the rescue, the scientists noticed that tiny animals, similar to worms and sea larvae, had attached themselves to the machines.
Ugh.
They proceeded to take samples and analyze them in laboratories.
Ugh. What just happened? Did the commentator get killed?
Something unthinkable happened. The larva had grown considerably in size and began to emit a strange liquid that started to steam rapidly when exposed to heat.
What the
also
fuck?
corroding all types of materials. However,
Bro, put it in a freezer.
the creatures remained motionless at all times and did not react to any external stimuli.
Now this is a good use of... I'm guessing this is AI. If it's not and this is art, then this is
They
fantastic.
were simply pulsating.
I know a lot of
masses.
people have, I don't know, their grievances with AI. But I think if it's used correctly... I know a lot of people say, well, hire an artist. Yeah, I understand that. But for the people maybe who can't afford to hire an artist or aren't artists themselves, it's a good stepping stone. As long as you then give back to the community, you know? I think you're okay.
After a couple of days in observation cells, they noticed that holes were rapidly forming in the ground beneath
What
these
kind
beings.
of doom shit is this?
These holes were filled with the liquid expelled by the creatures and were ultimately corroding the surface. Despite this, the creatures never moved
Hang on. What if the pool that they saw was just this big-ass creature and then they mount into this thing and they create their own holes?
until one day they were no longer found.
Oh my god. Oh, that's...
In their place, there were extensive holes that disappeared into the depths for probably several miles.
Yeah, okay. Interesting. So they create their own little holes. That's mad. Yeah, this is not looking good.
Due to this strange situation, government entities decided to return to the large pool,
Yeah, and freaking cover it up.
close the area, and seal it completely as deep as the machinery allowed.
Damn. Well, because there's going to be some kind of... That's a portal to hell right there. Oh my god.
This
It reminds me
structure
of Iron Lung.
was erected in record time, and they managed to bury everything that was in the first segment before the tunnel that had swallowed the robot.
Okay, that's good. That's good. So they built a thing around it, and then they sealed it off with concrete. I don't know, man. I feel like the size of that hole, they could probably push through that. Oof. That's what I love about For Anomaly. They give you enough to kind of imagine what it is that's actually down there. Like, they show you these things where you think, oh, that satisfies this part of me, where it's like, this is potentially what this thing could be. You know what I mean? I don't know how to explain it. Like, I feel like I always say it, the best horrors are the ones that they give you just enough where you're like, oh god, that was good, but then leave some things open-ended, so you kind of either create that monster in your head or, you know, create a story around it. I think that's the best way to do it, in honesty. It's really good. So, guys, that was For Anomaly. Go like the video, subscribe to the channel. Absolutely fantastic creator. We're going to move on to the next video now. Okay, guys, so the next video we're going to be watching is by jakeryansouthgate, and it's called First Night at Freddy's The Reveal. Now, we did watch a video on this beforehand. I think we watched the first 3 or 4 videos. And it's the story of Fredbear's Family Diner and the bite that took place. What we've learned is that the animatronic that kind of became sentient and free is the child that we saw in the previous videos and the child that we're going to see in this video maybe. So yeah, this is an absolutely fantastic animation, by the way. If you're not already if you don't already know about this, then please go check out the original, go watch the videos for yourself. It's really good. The talent here is phenomenal, and as you can see the views, it's paying off for sure. All right, let's go. Damn.
3 1/4 turns clockwise to lock the back panel in place.
Oof.
This
Look at
will
that.
allow for a tighter connection between the spinal pneumatic tubing and the... Oh, hey there, kiddo.
What is he wearing? Is he wearing his pajamas?
That's the spirit. Are you enjoying your party? Yeah, don't worry, I get it. I'm not much of a people person myself.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I get such a kick out of entertaining you kids. But doing it behind the window, making these criticisms dance, well, that's how I like it. That's enough for me.
Okay, so this...
You're a
Wait, that's
like
8-Bit Ryan. I just realized. That's 8-Bit Ryan, Markiplier, Dorco. Is that Fusion? I think this might be Fusion. I think that's Fusion. That's awesome. There we go.
Your father, on the other hand, definitely prefers a crowd.
Mr. Alley, hi. Can I go get a slice of pizza now? I'm starving. Please, sir, please.
Not just yet, Jeremy. You'll get your chance.
Wow. Working them to death.
That boy is eager beaver, I tell ya. Oh, no. You don't have to go, bud. You are just in time to help test out the new jaw for your birthday performance.
Oh, good God. Don't do that.
You want to see it?
No. Oh, look at that. Look at that freaky thing. I mean, how do kids find that entertaining? That's terrifying. Look how terrifying that thing is.
Bud. There is nothing to worry about.
Yeah, well, that's what they all say before something bad happens.
I'm here to look after you.
Okay, that sounds like someone who hasn't seen someone's head. Oh, Jacksepticeye.
You know that, right?
Okay, that's another one.
All the time. Anytime.
Time after time?
Time after time. Yep, just like your favorite song.
Yeah.
We love a bit of a Cyndi Lauper musical jamboree, don't we?
Yeah.
Time after time.
The animation's brilliant. I think it was one person that does all this as well. That's crazy.
Let me show you.
Unless it isn't. Unless there's like help, obviously. Okay, wow, that was more of like a filler episode, I guess you could say. But the next one, there is one more of these that we can watch another time. It's called Mr. Afton. I'm not sure what actually happens there, but I guess I just wanted to include this one because the jakeryansouthgate is a very talented creator. Exposing creators like this is something I like doing, in a good way. When you think of exposing, you think of bad, don't you? Be sure to go like, subscribe. I'm going to move on to the next video now, guys. This is Onigiri Cat, is what this says here. Onigiri. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I'm sorry if I'm butchering it. We have watched these guys before, as you see we're subscribed. They have a very unique style of analog horror. And I don't believe I've watched this one. As you can see from the thumbnail, it's probably bad advice what we're about to follow. This is called Analog Horror The Best Mum. So let's jump into this.
The baby is crying.
Yep.
Don't have time to take care of children at work.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody does housework. Hi. The best mom can help you.
Yeah.
From the best mother in the world.
Right,
Make your
okay.
childcare life more convenient.
What, by having an android look
There are
after...
teachers, chefs, doctors, and even scientists.
Scientists?
Haha, kidding.
Oh, good, okay.
Best mother protects children in all aspects.
Okay.
Please rest assured that they will supervise the children's regular rest and
Oh,
study.
that looks horrible.
Educate children to be outstanding.
Yeah.
But make sure your children stay obedient.
Oh, and how do they do that?
Sometimes due to system failure. They will become nagwon.
Right. Why is that so creepy? Ugh.
The Best Mom service is committed to serving every customer.
Yeah, let's freaking
Buy
order
more
one of
quickly.
these. I would rather not. Thank you very much. That was Onigiri Cat, once again, guys. That video was actually suggested on my Discord by JimBen088, so thank you for the submission. I do appreciate it. We're going to move on now to the next video. This was submitted by Fizzaroli Stan on my Discord. It is Mr. Manticore America Attack. This is the new Monument Mythos, I believe, and I think it's the modern day Mythos. But so in the last video, I thought it was just a one-off video about Donald Trump crying from the eyes, but apparently it actually links in with the video we're about to watch now. So here we go, guys. Let's jump back into Mr. Manticore's crazy-ass world. Operation Seed. Okay. Host Monument. Host. Parasite Rocket. Oh my goodness. What's happening? Open Host Monument. Okay. What monument is this? That looks like a statue of not the Buddha. Well, I don't know what this is. Who is that? Success. I thought it was an American monument. It's got to be an American monument.
Now, scattered across Japan are huge
it's Japanese.
statues of the
There we go.
Buddhist
It is the Buddhist.
Kannon.
Kanon.
Today, most have fallen into disrepair, sparking growing concerns among local communities. NHK rules Matsuba Tsubasa.
For example,
Jesus.
tall buildings are required to use lights so aircraft can fly safely at night.
Okay.
This statue has not been lit up for a long time.
Oh dear. Someone's gonna crash into it? How low is this plane flying? Jesus Christ.
We just received the former president's mugshot. We want to show that to you here. John, do we think the former president will weaponize this image to help him with fundraising? You mentioned this earlier, but to what point? And will it work in gaining support for his 2024 campaign?
When I saw the image just a couple moments ago, it reminded me of Donald Trump's book cover that he released.
American President Donald J. Trump. Oh, good Lord. What? They making like eyes wide shut? What is this?
The threat is the most powerful weapon known to man. It alone has maintained peace and prosperity on this great planet.
What?
But I don't use the threat. I don't touch it all the time. Everywhere I go, they ask me, Donald, why don't you threaten them?
Donald, why don't you threaten them?
That's the only way they'll listen.
The only way they'll
I
listen.
tell them the truth.
I can imagine this in Donald Trump's voice, but I can't do Donald Trump's voice, so I'm not going to do it. But yeah.
All the time. Everywhere I go, they ask me, Donald, why don't you threaten them? That's the only way they'll listen. And I tell them the truth. I don't use the threat because I respect the threat. The less I use it, the more powerful it becomes.
Okay.
The threat alone ended World War II forever.
Was that like nuclear weapons? Atomic weapons?
The Japanese.
That's the Japanese. Oh, God. I think Trump's funny, I'm not gonna lie. What is the connection? Operation Seed. 1945 ongoing. Alaska. Hawaii. Lower 48. Preserve and expand the right to purchase an assault weapon on American soil. The world. Objective 2. Extend the range of lethal force. What, the monuments? Are these meant to be monuments? Oh, they're putting freaking missiles in the monuments. Parasite rockets, bear in mind. So what the hell's inside the rockets? If you or a loved one has been affected by Operation Seed, you may be entitled to compensation. America attack. This got very, very interesting. Because it's modern day, technically, but it's still in this style of, like... of just Mr. Manticore style. Old school kind of style, and it's good to see them back. My personal takeaways from the video: number 1, the Trump video from a couple of days is now connected to the main series. Number 2, Operation Seed is an operation that began at the end of World War II. This operation involves planting seeds, although these parasite rockets inside monuments worldwide for American benefit. Number 3, the statues seen in the video are cannon statues. From what I can tell, there are multiple statues and they are spread throughout Japan. America has basically, what they've done is planted rockets of parasite. I don't know what the parasite means. I don't know what that means. Like if it's an alien species, if it's linked to the whole freaking serpent snake like Washington. I'm looking forward to it, to see if it's some kind of, if it's connected to the trees, and if they're like it's the parasite are the things in the trees, or maybe it's just a completely new thing. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. If you didn't know who Mr. Manticore was, you know, like all of their videos are like this, just absolute mind fucks. But if you get your head around them, they're really, really interesting for sure. Super good. But there we go, guys. That is today's video. That was the last one by Mr. Manticore. Be sure to go like, subscribe. All of the creators that I watched today will be linked down below in the order that I watched them. So please go show your support. Like the videos, go watch them for yourselves. Give the creators some watch time. Boost them up in the algorithm. I hope you did enjoy my reaction to said content. If you did, leave a like, rate, and subscribe. All that good stuff. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you did enjoy, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, guys.